Because the team's
Let's
better. That team's better than Carragandi, and our team's worse than last year.
Let's be fucking positive for a change. As Celtic fans, we're always negative. Look at the boys on the fucking huddle board. Look at Belfast Tim, who's a fucking wank anyway. But let's look at all the other folk that say, we're never going to do it, we're never going to do it. Be positive. Get out there. Support the team. Get in there. Be positive. Let's give it a go. Let's get to Edinburgh at 5:30 in the afternoon. Have a few scoops. Get down to Murrayfield. Get the ground absolutely fucking rocking. Let's get it out there. The first 15, 20 minutes. Get a goal up. And let's get this team shitting themselves.
You've lost the fucking plot. What kind of drugs are you on tonight? You full of madness? What you fucking? You've been sniffing fucking glue. You've been on crack. Never mind coke. You cunt. Here, listen. You phone me. I'll phone you back. Stay there. What the fuck's that cunt all about? Stay there.
Alright, Tommy.
Right, positive, right, so hit me with this positivity.
Come on. For all the many years that you've been a Celtic fan, it's always been fucking down. For one night.
I've resigned, I'm no longer a Celtic fan. I've resigned.
I'm not gonna bring that one up.
I've resigned, mate. I can't see it. How?
It's... Oh, come on.
Are you on the huddle board? Are you generally on the huddle board? Aye.
I am looking at your post at 2301 Live Phone and Show 0141 4168 1888. Right? It's like I befriended you on Facebook fucking years ago, Tommy, when you were on like TalkSport.
Right, got you.
Right? And it's like that's how long I've fucking known you looked out for your posts. Know that I'm a fucking stalker, but anyway. So Tommy's not a Celtic fan. I know you're a fucking Celtic fan. You know you're a fucking Celtic fan. You know you're still a fucking Celtic fan. So let's not play that fucking battle, say. But
no, but hold on, right. Right. I can say to you now, I'm no playing the cunt, and I'm not saying it just for effect, right? I'm doing it as a statement, right? Now, when my Wayne says to me last season, and I says the boycott, and she says, Dad, how can you fucking boycott? Well, she never said it that way. She says, how can you boycott me? You don't give him a penny, you don't go anyway. And I thought about it, and I thought, well, what's the only thing I can do? The only thing I can do is voice my displeasure. And I took a few months out there because, I thought about it logically. Technically, I don't put money in, so am I allowed a voice? And then, on the other hand, I hear what you're saying, right, that, well, I come from a family of Tims.
Everyone's got a voice.
I come from a family of Tims, and I've seen Celtic lose and get beat, and I've experienced all the same emotions as everybody who's alive for the last 10, 20, 30 years has been. I've been alive there, and I've experienced it. But at one point, and away back in 2001, I never even went near Celtic for years, about 3, 4 years, 5 years. I would only do it occasionally, and it would be very occasionally, but a lot of the time. But I never came out and been vocal. At the time, I just never bothered with it because I was doing so much other stuff, and I just I fell away from it. I fell away from it. I came back when my Waynes started going. I took them along the Tony Mowbray season, just at the end of Gordon Strachan, Tony Mowbray started doing that, and then get into it, doing it all. But now, mate, right? Now I'm looking at it and saying, it's too much heartbreak. It's too much heartbreak.
No need to explain something.
No, but hold on, I'm telling you now. The reason why I'm saying I can't be bothered with them, and I'm not a follower, I'm not a fan. I mean, I'm saying that bit because I'm wanting change at Celtic, mate. I'm doing this because I want change. So it's not that I'm special or I think I'm anything brilliant or better than anything, but I just want to try and get Celtic back to a better stage, mate. I mean, as a Celtic, if you're a Celtic fan, that's all you want, mate. Celtic to be in a good place. But I mean, in a football pitch, we're not in a good place. But off the pitch, is the main problem. And no matter, see if we keep playing well, then that deflects us away for the problems off the pitch. It's better for us to get beat and to lose this cup in the morning night, and then for Celtic fans to wake up and get change off the park. Do you not think so?
Well, see, the more that you speak, the more I agree with you. And it's, I'm Stuarboy off the huddle board who swagged you off the other night.
Fair play, mate.
And I said, oh, well, sorry?
Fair play, you're entitled to that when you go. Slag me off as much as you want.
No, I'm not someone that's going to say, like, oh, you're this, you're that, and the next thing, 'cause I would never do that, because I've seen folk swag you off and say you've got mental problems. I've been through that. I've tried to commit suicide twice, right? And seriously, I would never turn round. Oh, seriously, tried it. I was too fat and fucking broke the rope, but anyway, that's a fucking different story entirely. So, and that's my point. I would never ever say that sort of shit. But it's like, I mean, see the old, like the Huns, see the fucking stuff you done. You know you went a bit too far, but hey, it's like, see the stuff that's going on just now. It's like the last few weeks, I'm thinking, what is Wallwell actually bringing to Celtic Park? And it's kind of getting to the point, well, he's not bringing all that much, is he?
He's not been bringing much for a long time, mate, but he's got away with it. He's got away with it because Rangers went tits up when they did that season. So if you took it into account, that's 3 seasons. If they hadn't went into the mess they were in, let's just look where we were. We were fucking, was it 15 points behind them? And we had lost 3 leagues in a row. 3 leagues in a row we'd lost to them.
We were 15 points behind in November.
To a team that went bust. To a team that went bust that season, we were 15 points behind to a team, and we'd lost 3 leagues previously. And then
in a row.
And 3 leagues in a row when we should have buried them those 3 years previously. It was galling how we got away with it. So, and then it shows how fickle and how the minds of Celtic fans are willing to be, oh, well, they died, or they thingweed. And so, fucking, hold on, I've got another call coming here, stay there. Who's this? Hello? Hello? You're through.
I'm still here, Tommy.
Who's that?
I'm still here too.
Hold on, somebody's there. Somebody phoned me, I'm phoning them back. You there?
I'm still here,
Right, somebody phoned me there. Right, anyway.
But no, it's like, for all the time, like, I'm a fucking pure huddle boarder, and you see folk like Belfast Tim, Celtic this, Celtic that, and like Clover Boy, and like, Alex. But see, the more you listen to folk, and the more you see what they say, the more you kind of think, well, it's much of, I'm a fan of Dahlia, and I hope he's going to fucking throw us out of it, but see, come Wednesday, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen, eh?
Well, I think it's gone, mate, and I think we're going to actually get beat. And I think, and the boy there, right, doesn't deserve the flack that's coming to him. Well, maybe he does if he's that incompetent as a manager.
Oh,
right?
No. There's absolutely no chance at all that he deserves any flack that might come to him.
Oh, but hold on. No, hold on.
Can we qualify for the Europa League? If we don't qualify for the Europa League, then we deserve some flack then.
No, well, look at it this way, right? That inept performance, and that's what it was. That was naive. And every time I heard him talking before any games, I just kept getting these visions. I don't know why, mate, right? I just get visions of Tony Mowbray. Every time I heard them, I was hearing Tony Mowbray before he even played.
It was art media was tracking.
But what I'm saying is, see, before he played a game, see when he came in and starts talking, we're going to do this at football and we're going to play that, instantly my mind went back to the manager who walked in and starts saying sexy football and we're going to do this and that. And you see, when a manager talks like that, right, do you know what I think now? I think it's just total naivety. Because, see, when you build a team that's just all about going forward, he thinks, I mean, Mowbray knew what he was coming into right? But and knew what Celtic were all about, they playing football in that way. So he was all about and he was an unlucky guy for what happened to him. But then you make your own luck when he says, "Oh, we'll sit back and we'll take it on the other cheek." And then as the season went on and progressed, and then he just went beyond them. So, and I think the exact same thing with this guy, and that's why I said to Pat earlier on, because the fact is, if you don't see that the mistake is there happening, and the reason why we picked this guy is because he was going to be a yes guy, and because we wanted to take it
cheap.
And he's going to be cheap, and he's going to bring in Scandinavian type players that are going to be in a cheaper budget than what we've been used to. And so it's another downsizing of a remarkable extent, because possibly they're hiding stuff in the books that they can kick into the long grass for a year or two down the line.
I totally hope that that's not true. But
well, mate, I can almost say to you, with a shyster like that and play, fucking anything's on the table, mate. Anything and everything. And you're talking stuff that could be 5 years or 10 years down the line where Celtic...
Well, I think we all know about the loans, right? And as much of the zombies and the hunters said, "Oh, you're going to be fucked by them." We've all known the loans are long term and they'll drag us out and stuff, but we've got plenty of money to cover them, but it's everything else is going on, eh?
Well, if you look at there was a message, I put a heavy long message on earlier on, and it was because I read through every one of the other posts, and I was intrigued the way the debate had went, and I just fucking rattled, and before I knew it, after half an hour I'd put about fucking a huge page. But somebody had mentioned the 40%, the top line figure for the money that we bring in, that 40% down in 8 years. So, but that's ticket sales and merchandise and everything, right? But then the one-offs... Was
that the thread that, we took 75 million?
No, it was Lawwell get to fuck your parasite cunt or something like that, Lawwell get... And I put as a heavy man on it, but somebody put some good points on it, and about the 40% down. But then Celtic's business model has changed, because now we're looking to bring players in at a low budget and sell them on high. Oh, yeah. So that's what we're now looking to do. See, to replace bums on seats. So say instead of getting 50,000 tickets and we're only getting 30.
We're happy with 40,000. We get a Victor Wanyama in for $1 million. Sell them on 2 years later for 12 million.
Yeah, so that's where they're making up the shortfall. And for those 3 years that we spoke about, when they never get into the Champions League, that set them back a hell of a bit. And I say they were even close to not even getting it. I mean, the mismanagement. I mean, how we managed to get into Europe is because UEFA jiggled the stuff with the teams. So the teams were played. They've been fucking piss poor teams. The last 2 years, the teams we've played to get through: Elfsborg, Karagandhi. What was the other?
We were lucky to get past Karagandhi. So.
I know, mate. And even that Elfsborg, they played with Bangura, and if they had a decent striker, I always said that night, if they had a decent striker at Aalborg, they could have fucking beat us, because we had the Bangura, and then the next time we had a team where we played away, we would get fucking rogered against Karagandhi, and then we just scraped it through, and then we got horsed all over the place as soon as we went into the main stage, mate. So,
but Tommy, in the same sense, it kind of says how bad is Scottish football, full stop. The only team that you've got that gets any points towards the coefficient is Celtic, and then it's like Aberdeen, Dundee United, Motherwell, Hibs, Hearts, whatever. They get no fucking points. And when you're the only team that gets any points towards it, it makes it such a harder task.
I know. And it's been going down, it's been getting harder all the time, mate. But like I say, UEFA did juggle it a bit where they changed it. Because remember the time when, it was at the Arsenal game, the year after we get put out by Aalborg, whatever it was, we played Arsenal. And that was because we came second. The second team played the champions or the third or fourth teams in the top leagues. Yeah. But then they changed it.
I've got to be honest. It's like the night Celtic played Arsenal at Celtic Park, I was actually at U2 at Hampden. That's a different story entirely.
And I remember taxiing out of town, I'm thinking, what man will I go and pick people up at? You two or fucking Celtic Park? I can't remember where I went to.
It was fucking pissing down with rain, right? And it took me an hour and a half to walk back into the Glasgow city centre. And then it was like, my brother was at Celtic Park. It's like, well, he's obviously not going to be at the pub because the pub's fucking closed. End up being on a boozer like that. Talking about Alex, eh? Anyway, Tommy, I'll tell you what. I slagged you off the other night, right?
That's allowed, mate.
No, I'll be honest.
What for, Timmy? What for? What was it for again? Was it for the John Paul Taylor?
John Paul Taylor, I'm saying, I'm Stu Boy on the huddle board, and I slagged you off for taking, like you said, I said, well, you took it a bit too far. It's like harassing, I think you said her name was Eleanor. Right?
Aye, Eleanor, aye.
And defend yourself, and I'll fucking say fair play to you for the rest of that, son. And thank you very much for taking my call tonight.
No, mate, God bless, God bless.
Anyway.
I'll speak to you soon then, Stu Boy. Now listen, come on any time, mate, you're more than welcome. But listen, what I did, right, see when you phoned us up, I was just in at the show, so I've put this on recording, right, because the show just finished. See the minute you phoned in, I'd just finished that. And I was just putting it back. So when you phoned in, see what I did, right? See after I did that Sundaza call, right? I did a show and I get all fucking death threats, mate. So what I did, see for anybody that I think with, I put it on a recording. But what I did, because I was expecting you to be a zombie and start going fucking calling me names. So that's how I was recording it, right? No, well, you don't know, mate, because you just fucking don't. Well, you gave me your number anyway, so, but most of the time they're fucking unknowns. But as I've said, because I've not done much against them for a long time, so they've not took much interest. But what I always do is just fucking record. So, but what I'm going to do, I'll put this out tomorrow, mate, as part of the thing. So I'll put this out as a pre-rec. So see tomorrow, I'll put it out in the tomorrow show, right, and then you'll hear. What I'll do, I'll what do you call it? Send me a message on the huddle board, and then I'll take a time when I'm coming on, and you'll be able to hear yourself, right?
Well, I'm like fucking working from early doors till 8 tomorrow, but I've got absolutely no problem with you putting this out, alright?
No problem, bro, right? God bless, mate.
Alright, keep safe, fam.
Speak soon, mate. Phone in any time, right? Phone any time.
Alright, no problems.
God bless, mate. Hail, hail, bye-bye.